Hey, hi guys, how you doing? We're back. And so let's do this thing. Oops. There we go. That's what we like. Okay. We're going to go over some end games right now. And this is an interesting. Where's my Lucinda end game? I'm going to. Here we go. This is our Lucinda end game. We are going to turn off the computer real quick. I don't know why sometimes it does that. Okay. The idea of I'm on, okay, is it's white to move, and what happens is first you check, and if the king comes to for black to e6, he plays there, and then the king, the pawn can queen, so black can't play there. So the only move that black can play is either G7 or G8 or G6, but like he could play here, here, or here. So, but we're just gonna pick G. Oops. We're going to make this our make promote variation. There we go. We're gonna make that G7 our line. Okay, at this point, white, you have to place your rook on f4. It's very important that you do that. It's super duper important that you place it on f4, because f4 allows for the ability to block later on d4. So let's say that now we'll say he plays d1, rook d1. Now you play king to e7, check, king to c to d c6 or d6, king to e5, e6, check, king to e5 or d5. I don't know why I've said d5. Check, and then the rook intercepts. So let's go over that again. Okay, first white has to check on f2. Black king moves to g7. The white's rook goes to f4 so that it can block on d4 in a couple moves. d1, rook d1 for black pins the pawn to the king. e7 for white. King e7, rook e1 check, king d6. This is the way you have to do it. d1 check, e6, king e1 check, d5, king d5, rook d1 check, and then d4, and the game is won. There's no way the king can't get there in time, so it's all over on that one. So let's go over, not this one. I don't want to do. All right, here we go. This one's a very unique puzzle because it looks like that it's a draw, because white's gonna have to give up his pawn. So like if he moves somewhere like here, 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 you're thinking, oh, he's gonna have to give up his pawn. Yes, but he does it for a reason. So I'll show you. Rook to h8. You're saying, whoa, whoa, what are you doing? You just gave up your pawn. Yes, I did. But we used a tactic called a skewer. And so now that the king is checked, we can slide right on over and win that pawn. It doesn't work. I'm going to show you I'm going to edit the board, and I'll show you one that doesn't work. That one works because of it being, remember we are going to do this. I'll set it up real quick. I wanted to show you one that doesn't work so that you know, because you might think, wait, can't you doesn't it work anywhere when he's on here? No, it doesn't. Okay, analyze board for... You're thinking, oh, it works the same. You're thinking, oh, it works exactly the same. No, it doesn't work the same. Because, oh, I'm sorry. I think this still does. My bad there. Yeah, I think it still does work. Because I think he could still queen. And then takes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I needed to move my one more editor board. Sorry, I forgot. I got to move the king over one more space. Now in this situation, I'm not going to go to the analysis board. I'm just going to show you on here so that we don't have to go back forth. This doesn't work now because the king guards the square that would allow for a check on I think it's h1, h7. Here, if it's white to move, the idea still works. But here, if it's black, at this point, if it's black to move, he'll just move there, and it doesn't matter. But if the king's here, and let's say it's black to move, it really doesn't matter because white has this idea there. So I wanted to show you guys that. Now we're going to go over how to mate with 2 bishops and a king. This is a very unique way of doing it. We need to get rid of the computer analysis board. It does that sometimes. Okay. The king, first of all, you want to get your king, so we'll just say that he moves here. And so now what you have to do is you're taking away, if you notice, the king takes away that square, bishops take away this square, and this square. So the only move is back. So now, what you do is you move your king in. Remember, this is taken, this is taken. So the only move is right here. And then at this point, you play bishop to c3. Bishop c3 takes away those squares, this squares, this squares. So there's only 3 squares that the king, actually 4 squares the king can go. So let's say that he goes there. And so now what we have to do is we place our, let me see here. We place our bishop with check. And so now this is taken, this is taken. So he only has 3 squares to go to. So let's say he goes there. Now you bring your light squared bishop to d4. It takes these squares, and so all these squares that black has to move is these 4 squares. So let's say it tries to stay here. Now what you do is you bring your king to d5. Still you're holding on to here. These are covered, so he only has really 4 squares to go to. Actually, I'm sorry, he can go, oops, no, he can't go there, my bad. Here is taken, there's taken, there's taken, there's taken. So he only has 4 squares. So let's say he stays right in here. Now we gotta remember, the idea is to get the king into the corner and checkmate the king. So what we do first is we place our bishop, this is kind of the formation that you'll want, like this. Either like this with your bishops, or like this with your bishops. And you want your king close. That's the only way you can win. So now the bishop covers there, here, the king covers here, here. So there's really only, again, 4 squares that black can go to. So let's say he tries to hold in the center here. Now what we do is we bring our bishop to b5. Bishop b5 takes away there's only 3 squares now for black to go to. And so now, let's just say tries to stay on this 7th rank so he doesn't get back rank mated. Now what you do is you play bishop to c6. And so now that's taken away, that's taken away, that's taken away, that's taken away. There's only 3 squares for the king to go to. So let's say he goes to king to c8. So remember, what's our goal? Our goal is to trap the king. So now this is here, here, and here. So he's got 2 squares to go to. So that, 1 square to go to. So now he comes here, and remember, we have to be very careful. I apologize. I should come this way. And we need to, after he plays here, we need to remember to play bishop to d7, because you want to deprive him so that he only has that square to go to. And what happens now, he has this square to go to, and so you're wanting now to have a formation like this. Watch. Then when he comes here, let's see, I'm trying to remember. This is kind of a little bit more the difficult part of it, because you have to make sure that you don't stalemate the player. So I believe that first you have to pass a move. That's right. And then now you check. That's right. And then it comes here, and then it's mate. So let's walk through that. Let's walk through the game, really, the end game. King goes to king g2, d6, king f3. First you check. Remember, you're slowly wanting to deprive the king of space. These are kind of, think of them as rooks almost. That their whole idea is just, it's like a fence. You're wanting to keep him fenced in like this, into this area here. And then slowly you're going to push him back till he's right there. You get a king here, bishop, and bishop. So you'll get you want him there. You want your bishops here and here, so that it's checkmate. But just remember that that's kind of the how you want it. See, now what you do is you bring your king in. Don't forget, your king is very important in the bishop, the double bishop endgame. And we have to keep that in mind. So, there we go. Sorry. King c5. Now, remember, we have to deprive him of space. So this bishop deprives the king of this square to go to. So he only has really 1 square to go to. And then now you can actually check again, because he moved off of that. Hey, how you doing? We're just going over double bishop checkmates for an endgame. I thought we can kind of do a little bit just of endgame study. So the king moves to c6. And now, remember, this is the formation you want. You either want bishops like this or bishops like that, because they are so dominant with their power. And you're slowly pushing the king back to that he only has this much space to go to. Actually, not even that. Apologize. I think, let me see. I think it's like here. Yeah, it is. And then he moves, and he tries to stay in. So what you got to do is remember to bring your king in. In the double bishop endgames, remember to bring your king. I have to work on the one that I have the most problem with is the knight and bishop. I have to work on that. I haven't done that in a while. So once I get that down, we'll do that as an end game too. Jeremy Silman has it in his book. I'll pull his book out and do that. Usually the knight and bishop end game doesn't usually happen, but one second, I need to drink water. It teaches you the coordination, though. It's good for coordination of how bishops and knights work together, even into the middle game. So you can apply that type of endgame study to middle game, to openings, even slightly to endgames, even when there's pawns on the board. So it's always useful to have that. So see, we're slowly taking away, and look, see how we placed. It's depriving. Oops, sorry, it's depriving here, here. So, oops, dislike when the arrows do that. So the king. So these squares are all taken away from him. I'll just put circles. So he only has this. Oops, Nikes. And so he only has this, this, and that. And this is basically the radius that he has only in this area here. So he has to move there, and then boom, we check. Remember? First they were like this. Now they're like this, and they're depriving even more space. So now when he moves there, let's see. Okay, this is taken. That's taken. So let's make circles around there. So here, my bad. Come on. Stop being rebellious. Okay, he only has these squares to go to and these arrows. I probably should just do the squares for him, and I'll just do the arrows for what the bishops can do, so then it's a lot easier. Otherwise the arrows get a little crazy with the king movement. These circles are the only spot that the king has. And now with the protection of the king and the bishop, you're depriving him of even more space. Now he's stuck to actually these squares here. That's it. So you're forcing him all the way back. Then you now bring your bishop in. Remember, it's kind of funny. They get a formation like this, and then when you deprive them to push him back, they get a formation like that. And then the king moves. This was an incorrect. Yeah, this was kind of an incorrect move that I played there, so you gotta kind of dismiss that a little bit, and you have to maneuver your king slightly around. It takes I know it's a little bit more moves, but then at this point you have to make him come back and forth this way at that point. And then now you can move your bishop. I don't think that was necessary. Let me see. Yeah, it was, because if I don't move it there, he can't move here. It'd be a stalemate. So first, then he moves there. I move my king kind of to the formation. Then first we check. Actually, I have to pass the move. So he plays there. I check first, and then you deliver mate. And then let's see, do we have another one? No, we already did. Okay, we did that one, that one. And then I'll show you one game that I played against a 2000 level player, and I was white and my opponent was black. I used the London system on him. Yeah, that's these are endgame is really important when it comes to studies. It's one of the most areas that's lackly studied, or not studied, I should say, not studied, because it's not as fun to be analyzed, because it's sometimes very standard, but it's either you got when Fabiano played in the your English I'm not exactly, I don't remember the name of that one that he was in. Oh, I should do that. I'm kind of weak in knight and bishop, so I'll do my best. You have to kind of bear with me on that. I haven't studied that in a while, so you guys gotta bear with me. I'll do my best. So we'll have it be white. This knights and bishops are a little bit trickier, so we'll give it a shot here. So I'm a little bit rusty in that area, so now what you have to do is, I might turn on the engine because oops, wait a second, come on. Okay, now he's basically, see what he's going to try to do, so what he's going to try to do is stay on the opposite color of this bishop. The only way to mate the king is to get the king on the same color as your bishop. That's the only way to mate him. If he stays on a light square, back, forth, that's what he's wanting to do. So the king moves in, and then now, he moves back. And first, let's see, that, because the knight deprives of the king of space. And then you have to pass the move. Then the bishop comes in. The knight comes. It's depriving of space. The king moves, and I believe, and then now you have to retreat back. There we go. And you're now, see what's happening is you're wanting to cut the king off from being able to flee to the h square. You don't want him coming to h1. So he has to move up. Now you're making him run. And so now he moves there. The bishop comes in. Knight comes back. And so I'll get all these moves in. Mate 4. Mate 3. And mate 2. Okay, we'll start from the very beginning. Oops, I'll turn off the engine now. Turn off the engine. Okay. So knight moves in for, then now you move your king in. He tries to stay on in this area here. Then the knight moves, and this knight deprives of space, so he still has this spot to flee to, the king does. And so the bishop passes the turn. King moves in, and now the bishop goes to a7. Now the knight guards these squares and the king guards, so it forces the king to go to e8. Well, he could go back here, but that'd be kind of, probably, let me see, what would he do if he did that? Hold on, I just wanted to take a look. Let me see. Okay, all right, you force him to move, and then then he moves. Gotcha. Okay, we don't have to go through that now. He moves there, and then now what you want to do is get your bishop here, because remember it cuts off the squares. So when the king moves, I believe king e, you're wanting to get closer and closer. And then F, so it deprives him of there, here, and here, and here. So he only has one spot to go to, which is h6, or sorry, he's got g6, sorry, or h6. King moves up now. King moves. Bishop comes in, king goes there. And slowly see, that's depriving of space, This deprives of that space. So these are all taken. If you notice here, here, not here, sorry, there, there. Trying to get the circles correct. Okay, so the king only has these squares to go to here, there, sorry, like here, that. Basically, those are the only squares. And the king moves there, it passes the turn, and then our king moves in closer. It tightens. My teacher, 5 minutes, yeah. You just get used to it. I'll have to go over it again on our next class as well, so that we could start seeing the patterns. I'll go over it every time. I should do that, so that it just becomes second nature for us. And we just tighten the noose. My teacher one time told me that you could play here or there, but he always told me that it's better to deprive space first, and then you could decide which way you want your king to come in. So depriving the space, he said, was the best. And then now we finally get basically the chokehold on our opponent. And he protects. He comes up. He moves his king in to protect the bishop. Only 2 squares. And first, and I'll show you, even if we had to, let's say our knight was placed here, let's say actually here, what you would do is you would get it so that it would end up right here. So when you potentially would, if it was here, you would have to do is go here, here, and then you have to make sure, because at this point, if it was white to move here, the king would move there. Then if you move back, the king would move here. And then what you have to do is kind of pass the turn, one turn. You have to like pass, I think, once. I'm not exactly sure. Let me see if I can do it. What I'll do is I'll move after he moves there, I'll move it to kind of an awkward spot on the board, just so I can show you how it works. Okay, so he moves here. Let's say he moves there, here, there, here. Now you can move in for check. Even though it takes a little bit more time, you have to get it to that spot when the king's on a light square, so that you can push him to the corner and then deliver the bishop mate. Otherwise, it's a stalemate. Okay. Well, we'll go back to now we'll go to the game that I played, and this is the London system. Glad I went over that, because it's good to get that analysis again. My opponent castled. He played I played h4, push and harry, bishop takes, f takes, queen c7, king comes into f2 to guard, check, king comes, he takes, queen takes, queen check, king, not queen check, queen c, e1. His queen goes back to actually c7, and I bring my bishop, my last piece, really into development. I need to get these guys unconnected, otherwise they're not good. My teacher said that it reminds him of a rubber band, that they pull against each other. They're not actually working together as a team. But in this situation, if you have 2 knights like this and you're defending, it's a great thing. Right. And you just have to slowly move in. And he plays a really awkward move. After takes, I take here. He takes, I take, and then he checks, I move, queen takes, I take there, and then he somehow, I don't know if it was a mouse slip or he didn't see it or something, he took the knight, and so I took back and I got his queen. He played rook AF, and I don't think I needed to actually play. Let me go to analysis board here so that, perfect. I should have went to analysis before, then we have all this. Okay, here. I decided, because I knew what he was going to play is rook to f2, and he did, and I played there. He checked, brought up, and then now my goal is to move in to g6 and start an attack. So I develop my rook, doubles up, and at this point he resigns, because there's really, I don't think there's anything he can do. I think everything has been deprived. I want to see, is there anything that he can do here? Let's see. If he takes, that's a bad move. Let's see, what does the computer say to do? Really quick, I just want to see what Stockfish says. I want to play the best move. Oh, A says bishop or move. Bishop, move, bishop. Okay, he wants me to move. I know this sounds funny. I'd sack there and come in, and then it's kind of odd, but you could play something similar to, actually that's a bad, no, actually his move's bad. My bad there. I think he's got to retreat back if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and at this point you just tighten up, and if he plays there you take. Let's see, if he attacks here, check, and then yeah, that's me. Yeah, something similar like that. So we will. Do you have any games or anything you'd like to go over, guys? Because we can go over an analysis of games if you'd like. Because before we go into tactics, if you'd like. Because yeah, it was an okay win. It was not. It was, you know what, he played really well. He just made one inaccurate move, and so I gotta say he played good. My opponent did play good. I was watching Ginger today. It was Title Tuesday. Ginger, Grandmaster Simon Williams, and he was playing in the Title Tuesday ones, and his mouse accidentally slipped. Oh, okay. Well, if you ever have if you guys have a game you'd like to go over, I'm more than happy to go over it with you guys, because remember, games are all about learning. Win or loss, they're all about learning. So that's the whole thing. There is no loss. It's always a learning lesson. Sometimes more painful than anything. Gotta put aside your pride and ego. But when you go over it and you get to see where you're slightly need improvement on, and you come back better, then you're like, it was all worthwhile. But yeah, he actually accidentally had a mouse slip, and his queen got put on the wrong spot, and he was really funny. He was like, I can't believe I did that, and then yeah, he he was funny. Okay, that was funny, really funny. Here. Okay, we're in check, so this is a painful moment for us. We have three moves we can play. So we have to decide which one is and if you guys would like to go over a puzzle, tell me. I'll write it down, so because sometimes I might forget when I'm going over a puzzle. I might forget to go back over it, and so if I'm leaning down to do something, I'm actually writing down so that I can remember to go back over it. So just tell me if you want to go over a puzzle. We'll go back over it, because it's all about learning. That's what it's all about. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we take. So let's look at C7 first. King takes bishop. You usually go for the most aggressive. Then process of elimination. So king takes bishop. Let's see what can. I don't see anything either. Let's see here. Yeah, I think this, if he moves here, this actually leads to checkmate there. Here doesn't make any sense because of check. I'm thinking that takes. Let's see, can he do, maybe he's got a check there. We'd have to either, I believe you're right with the takes. But you are 100% right on that with the takes. So if if you guys want to put in ideas about puzzles, feel free to do that. We'll go over them, because remember, like I've been constantly saying, this is about learning and also having fun. Chess should be fun. Let's see here. Trying to see, because he's checked us now. I knew he was going to play queen to g3 check. I believe that now we could actually play king d8 again, because like exactly what you're saying, the knight guards the g8 square. So if we moved our king back, now we're threatening to check the king and potentially win material. King c7. Huh. That's an interesting idea. Let's see, can he do anything with king c7? He has queen d6. Oh yeah, that's right. Because if we go here, he's got. That's right, he could trade off. Ouch. It's Nikes. That's right. Okay, queen c8. That prevents the check. Let's say he plays queen to. Yeah, that's okay. I know what you meant. Yeah. I wish I could. I wish I could. I don't know. Can I actually turn the board? No, I can't. I apologize, guys. I wish they would include in there the ability to flip the board. Like one of the like some of the engines have the ability down here that allows you to flip the board, but for some reason this one doesn't. It'd be nice to do that. So I have to sometimes look at the side of the board. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you're right. Right, right. Yeah, for some reason I get turned around too because I'm used to looking at it from white side, and so I have to work on that. Yep, that's right. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Okay. So let's see. I don't see anything that he can do. I like C8. Oops. Whoa. You're kidding me. Really? Interesting. Potentially, probably knight. Let's see what it was. Oh, you take. Okay. Ouch. Snikes. I really thought that that would work, but I guess I didn't see the queen move there. Let's see here. We'll get that. We'll get those back. It's all about learning, not about points. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, bishop goes to f8 for black, so our queen's being attacked. So if we take, now takes doesn't work because even if we took here and then the rook takes, we take here, he takes back, that's not good for us. Oh, gotcha. I'll go back. That's right. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, we'll go back and sorry about that. I thank you for bearing with me on that. Let's see here. Takes. Okay. Okay. Now we'll go back and see why this wasn't good. Oh, he comes in attacking the knight. Oh, it's a draw. Come on, no lag on me. There we go. Yeah, it's a draw at that point. Okay. I see that. It was a draw. And that was a very difficult of one. We got to remember though, since we're past, we got past 2200. They're going to throw us more complicated ones than ever. I was looking at, oh, not a problem. I'm glad for learning. That even helped me. I was like, I wondered why that was wrong too. Now I understand why. I think rook takes queen, and then if rook takes queen, and then if pawn takes, we just retreat our queen back. So rook takes queen, bishop takes. Then we take. I believe we're up a whole bit. No, we're down in exchange at that point. Drat. Trying to see what else do we have. That's an idea. Then we also have bishop takes check, and then here. But I don't know if that's adequate compensation though, because then we'd lose the queen for a rook. I mean, we'd be down in exchange there, so I'm not exactly sure if that's the best. So we'll give that, let's take a look. Okay, here, here. No, that's okay. That's okay, not a problem. Let's see. Well, we're gonna. I see what you're saying. Let's see here, here. Oh, you're right. That's right. I see that now. Because rook, if rook, when we take back with the rook, we're threatening to win the knight if he takes here because of the pin. Yeah, that's yeah, excellent idea there. I believe, let's see, now we got two takes. Let's see, I think the rook takes is now best. I'm sure of that now. Yeah, rook takes is best. Like exactly what you're saying here, and then smack, we win, and then if he moves there, smack, we win there. Yeah. Yep. Excellent find. Great find. Yeah, I'm trying to. Simon Williams has a one on YouTube. Yeah, nice find. Called Visualization. It has some lag to it, but he explains how to learn chess. Sometimes you have to get like a mate in one, look at the board, then delete the board, or if you have a chessboard, you set up the pieces mate in one, you look at it, then you turn away from it, and you see if you can solve the problem without being able to see it. That helps with like visualization, so that like when we sit down we can instantly see these. A lot of grandmasters that look up like to the ceiling and all around and then they walk, they're actually in their head, they have a board and they're moving combinations in their head. They're not just, when we think they're walking around, looking that stuff, they're actually thinking what their next move's going to be, and they're playing it out in their mind. I know it sounds kind of odd, but that's actually how you get better, is to be more visualization. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but okay, we have a discovery here. We have a potential discovery. So, wow, he's got us pinned here and here. Ouch. I was hoping to play that, move that off, then, bring in for the takeout, like here. But for some reason, I guess we can get out. Nope, we can't because of the bishop here. That hurts. This is taking that space away from us. This space. Oh. If we try to move here, he checks us. That's not fun. I believe you're right on that. I think the only move that actually is good is because he can't go to F. To F1, and if we move, let's say he takes, we actually just play knight to G5. If white goes here and the queen takes, this knight goes to G5, undiscovering attack on the king and attacking the queen. I believe that that's 100% right, because that's the only move that really makes sense that we can do. It takes advantage of this pin as well, so anything else loses. There's really, if you move your queen. Oh, wait a second. I'm bad. I forgot the queen would also protect the rook. Yeah, wow, that's a stellar move, because you have two potential. You have a discovery here now on the. Oh, that's a stellar move. That's cool. Yeah, you have an attack right there. That is nice. Or even better, might even be moving here. I think that's best in my opinion, because then you win the queen. That's best. Now that I think about it, why sacrifice that if you don't have to? Because then this would be hanging. You don't want that. So I like that. That's right. Great find. There we go. Okay. Okay, Doki. Okay, I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the best. Because otherwise, if we take here, he'll get our knight. So probably we have two takes. We have two ideas. There and there. Because if we move here and then he comes there, we actually can check and then checkmate him. So oh yeah, you're right. Oh right, that's right. I can't believe that. Forgot about that. That's right. Yeah, I should have remembered that. I got such into the discovery, I didn't see that. Let's see what we got here. So let me see here. Okay. Boy. Let's see if we. I'm trying to see what to play here, because we have a potential skewer right there, but that's covered. So let's see here. Well, everything looks protected. The only thing that I could see that potentially is a weakness is a king. So let's see if we can take anything around there. All right. Trying to see. Trying to think. Just 1 second. There we go. All right, back. He's trying to get a pass pawn. He's trying to get a pass pawn here, so we gotta take advantage of. Hold on, let's go back to 23. Maybe we can get an idea by looking at the move sequences. So knight comes in. Attacks the queen. Kind of see that potentially maybe that's an idea there, because then we have takes here, queen to b4. It doubles up on the knight, and then we have there. Trying to see if there's anything else that we have that we can use. don't really see anything. Let's see. Okay, there, that doubles an attack on there, but that really, and then it attacks here, so the idea of here is that, so we got that, that idea, so let's see if there's anything. There has to be something more. There is this idea here as well. Yeah, I'm thinking either there or there. The reason I believe that this might be the best idea is that after check and the king moves over, we can actually... No, we can't checkmate him, drat. Because if we do that and he takes, he's got knight and drat. But we do... Let me see. Let's see, after here, check. Boy, that's a pain in the drain, isn't it? Do. Boy, this is a difficult one, isn't it? Do. Boy, I am just so puzzled on this one. That's an interesting idea too. It's either that or that. I think you're right on one of those. Just trying to see. When we play here, I don't really see anything after we check there. There's nothing really that we can do. Well, we could infiltrate in here. Man, Boy, I wish they can give you, you know, hints kind of for these. I'm gonna go F2 like what you're talking about. Yeah. Good find on that. Yeah. It's too slow. That was 100% right on F2. Now we have to decide I think the most forcing move is here. Then after takes, we could go queen to g6, threatening checkmate. So what do you think? I'm thinking queen f7. That's the thing that I could see the most. Oh wow, so he is going for actually queen f7 check, and then if it takes, queen takes, bishop. Yeah, I believe queen f7 is right too. Now this is the critical point here. We have two takes. We have two takes here. We have this take and that take. Those are very critical. Okay, if we take here, queen's gonna take. So we know that for, well, yes, queen would take, because if knight took here, after takes, knight takes, he loses the queen. So bishop takes, queen takes. We have to think, what's the most forcing one though? I don't think, no, that one doesn't win a piece because he can take back here. That doesn't win a piece. This takes down, I look at it, because then he can just take. He can just take with the queen. Wait a second, here takes with the queen. Oh boy, wow. Yeah, I think let me calculate the dark squared bishop takes here, here. Well, let's see here, there. No, we don't get anything for the dark squared bishop takes. No. You could take back, and we don't have any more. So if we take here, queen takes, bishop takes. I think at that point we win material. First you have to take with your light square. Let me see here, here, here. Interesting. That's interesting for sure. Wow. Didn't think of that one. Yeah. Because then if queen takes, 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 takes. I don't think we win anything with that one. The interesting idea though. So here, here, there, there. No, we don't. That is an interesting idea though, for sure. I was even thinking of moving here, but even if he takes there, we take. He's got that. I think that that's. Oh man, man, oh man, the Shevitz, man. Maybe it's a check. Let's see about if this check works. Okay, takes, 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 intercepts. No, that doesn't work neither. That doesn't work at all either. Ah, drat. I don't want to make a mistake on this one. I don't really see any other way to win material. Here, there, there, and then if queen slides back. Oh, and then here. Oh, gotcha. Oh man, this is it. I'll show you. I got it. I figured it out. Here, here, there, and then if he retreats back, we can actually move our queen to g7, and then he takes our bishop. We move our rook, and now we're attacking the queen, and the queen's attacking their mate. It is this. I'll show you. If we place there, we move here. Wait a second. Oh, you can retreat back, can't you? Why doesn't this work though? Oh. Okay, I was wrong on that one. That calculation was inaccurate, but there we go. Okay. Close. I'm getting better with that. I was trying to look like 5 to 7 moves ahead. I was just thinking, that was a nice one. Good find on the Queen F2 though. That was a good find. Great job. Yeah, we'll finish up on. Hey, how you doing? Okay, let's see here. The queen's attacked. Okay, so we have queen takes, bishop takes, rook takes. So that doesn't do nothing for us there. Takes, bishop takes, that's total waste. Unless he takes here, takes, so that's bad. We do have, I believe this might be correct. I'm thinking about this, kind of visualized it in my brain. Then here, and here, and then when rook takes, we can actually push the pawn. And when the knight moves, when this knight moves, let's say here, check, when the rook comes over, this bishop protects that rook. So we actually take with mate. So I believe that's 100% right now. I'll show you the idea. I can't believe they only gave you 4 for that. I'll show you what this idea is here. Is if he takes here, come on. Right there. And there. Takes and then intercepts and there. That was the idea. Yeah, that was a stellar idea. That was great. So that's why he was forced to move that. 4 points though. But I gotta tell you, see, we have to. This is it. To get to 2300 is not an easy task. So we have to start. It's just time. We just got to start grinding away at the tactics, and we'll get this. And we do find good puzzles, don't we? We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Okay, come on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, zone in here. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got here? Okay, we have a pretty good amount of material pointing at the king. So we have a potential. We have that coming in for attack. We also have here. That's a nice tactic as well, because then if takes here, we actually take. Takes and then takes. So if we take here, he takes there, we win the queen. So I'm pretty much sure that might be the move, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I think that is the best. Let me see. What do you guys think? I'm thinking that's it. 'Cause that's a tactic. And we're gonna win. We're gonna win something. We'll win like a pawn. Yeah, if we do queen, if we have queen d1, yeah, that's it. I'll show you. There's like a couple variations that he could have played. We'll go back here. I'll show you. Let's say that like what you were talking about, that he moved here. We're gonna go for that. You first have rook takes, bishop takes, and then you win a knight there. Yeah, this was a stellar one. Yeah, it was kind of easy, but see, we're getting better. See, the reason we're looking at it as easy, guys, is that we're our ability to get more. I guess actually, what was taught to me is a cup. Our cup's getting bigger, and like the more you can put in, the more it holds, and so ours is getting bigger, bigger, and bigger. So the problems look easy, but if think about it, if we were like a couple months back, that problem would have been really hard. But because we slowly built our cup, now we can hold a lot more understanding. And that's what truly chess is about, is understanding. Otherwise, what happens is you end up becoming like what Grandmaster Simon Williams says is, where basically we're just move by move by move, and we don't understand why. You can memorize whole lines, but not understand why they're played. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Zoom in here. Oops. I put that down. Who's? Yeah, it's amazing the gift of our brain, how it can actually get a lot better. It's a gift from the Lord, truly. Let's see here. I was thinking. There's no notice. I can't believe that. Huh. Sorry about that. It should have notification on that. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Okay. What's our follow-up though? We have to have a follow-up. Oh, interesting. That's nice. Wait a second. If we play here, and then we take back with our pawn. Yeah, that's a stellar move. I can't believe I didn't see that. Then we have a discovery. Attacking the queen along here. Nice. It's knight here. It's not bishop takes back. After he takes, here it's pawn takes. I'm pretty sure that is correct. I'm trying to see. I don't. Let me see. Do you see anything else, guys, besides that? Because that makes perfect sense of taking. Because it doesn't matter what the knight does. It's going to have to give itself up for it. Otherwise, if it moves, we just push, and we have a discovery with our bishop. The pawn attacks the queen. What do you guys think? I believe that's correct. What do you think? I'm like 99.999% sure that that's right. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. What about king moves? Well, see if the king moves here. Like that's a good question. What if the king moves? Well, then you get to win a queen. If after we play knight to e3 and the king moves, we are forking. So this is a really strong move. That's probably an exclam move right there. That has so much threat. Because that's like that has to be the move. That's the only move that makes sense out of the situation. Oh, after pawn takes. Okay. All right. Here. King moves. Well, then you take with you take pawn takes knight. Interesting. That is an interesting move idea. I think we though can maybe, huh? I think we just take at that point. I think we actually win a pawn. I'm not sure. I don't. Man, that does change the sitch, doesn't it? That was a good find. Yeah, I just sometimes I keep an eye to see that I do look at that every once in a while to make sure, everything's okay. Yeah. I don't know if you know this. Oh, it is. So that player, that gentleman's is a bot that infects channels? Huh. Yeah. So do people ban that player then? Or sorry, that viewer? I hope it doesn't affect our channel. Huh. Wow. Interesting. Well, whoever created it, hopefully it gets good information from that idea. From those thousand, maybe it'll take whatever information it gets and use it to benefit, others. Hopefully. Yeah, yeah. Anymore now, like what you're saying, bots can be made so to do that. So that's the only problem with computers have good and bad influence for sure. Let's see here. But we did that does. I like that idea. Oh no. happens after this? Oh, bishop takes. Really? They took 17. They took 18 points away from us for that? That stinks. That's horrible. That's not fair. But you know what? That's total saddening right there. Let's see. Rook takes. Bishop. Queen takes. And then queen takes. We only get we get equal material. That's it. We miscalculated. It was actually bishop takes. Well, that you know what? That's a good indicator for us to look deeper into it. Let's see. Takes, and I believe that's. Yes, we get equal material, but look, we have a pass pawn. And we have a queen, so I think we're okay. What do you guys think? Here, here, and here. Good find on the with the pawn move. Sorry about that. I didn't see the bishop. That was a good find though. 1910. What you think? I believe that. If we takes there, then we take there. So otherwise, I don't see anything else because that, and then takes allows for a fork to happen. Then when we move, takes, and then takes. The bishop, the rook takes bishop, and this there keeps this file closed. So I'm pretty sure this is right, but I want to run it past you guys on that. But interesting. Interesting. What do you guys think? Hey Fox, what do you think? This is an interesting idea. Takes, check, king D. If rook takes, then you have pawn push. And then it attacks the bishop. What do you think? No, you don't like that move? Let's see here. There. Pawn push, attacks queen. And then when the queen goes back, I think we can castle kingside at this point. What you think, guys? Because I want everyone to get on board with this one, because this is a tough one. Because otherwise, this just wins, that just wins material, and there's nothing really to it. Now that I look at that. But the only sitch that I see about this takes, now that I think about it, this is the only problem. The only sitch about that, I've calculated this in my head, is this takes, and then after checks. Yes, let's say he pushes, right? He can actually go, oh no, he can't, can he? Because, nope, there's no more check there. I believe that does work. I think that is, I don't really, yeah, there is no more of that anymore, because even if we did this and then he moved there, we could just attack and then castle. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Oh. I think, yeah, this pawn goes up the board. Wow. Just 1 sec, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, let's go back and we'll check. We'll go back and check. Hold on. Hold on. Let's take a look here. Ouch. That doesn't feel good. Okay. So, here I like bishop takes f4. I think that's right, because and when a bishop is 2 squares away from the knight, it actually dominates the knight. So if a bishop's here, it dominates there. King G7. Interesting. Even better. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Let me rethink this. I didn't think about that. I see that, yeah. Now that makes sense now. Yeah, because I didn't see that. Yeah. I think that's, what do you guys think? I think that's it. Go with it. Nice. Good find there. Excellent. Great find there, man. Oh, boy, 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 boy. We'll get back there. Don't worry, guys. Think about it. We were trying to get to stay at 2100. Now we're like, let's stay at 22. So, you know. But remember, it's all about learning. You have to deprive the reason that back here had to be taken was with the dark square bishop is it deprives black. I think it was black, or I forgot who it is. It deprives the knight, whatever color it was. I forgot what color it was, of any movement. Okay, here. Do. You could do that, but remember, we're there to win a piece, and if they give us a piece, Let's take the piece. That's sweet. I always think, you know what, if it doesn't hurt us, then we'll take it. I'm not too proud to do that. I'm like, yeah, let's see here. Let's see. Do 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 do. Okay. I think we have to play rook takes when king takes. We have knight check. Or potentially we actually have that right now. Even if he takes here after that. Let's see here. Hey. I think that's the only move that makes sense, because if he takes, we can just move over. And then we're still threatening check. But is that mate? Is that strong enough though? Oh, hey, how you doing? Good, good day. Let me see here. Trying to see. I think we're fine at this. Let's see. I think we're fine at this point. Let's see here. Let's see if we have anything with there. Boy. Yeah, I don't see any more checks either. So if we played here, and let's say takes, we move our king, then we have a knight check, queen takes, I believe we can maybe double up on I think we can double up on the rooks, and maybe that's the idea. What do you guys think? Oh, ouch. That is interesting. Let's see if we take there, here. Yeah, that works. The reason is, guys, if queens, look what we take with. We take with the knight. Good find. Good job, guys. Well, after this one, I've got a log. Whatever happens, we'll pick. Whatever happens on this puzzle, we'll pick up tomorrow. But I want to finish this one out. I want to try to get 22. But remember, even if we don't, it's not about the rating. It's about learning. You know what? Rating. My teacher once told me was this: rating comes with experience. So our rating will continue to go up with more experience that we have. So remember, it's not about rating. It's about learning. Let's see here. The only sitch. Interesting. Interesting. No, that the discovery check doesn't work. The reason is the Fox is right on. Fox is right totally on this one, because with that check, let's say the discovery is played here, we can actually take with the queen. Then when bishop takes, we take back, and we've won a whole rook. Yeah, that's right. Nice find, man. Okay, now we have to find the other find. Let's see here. Do we push? Do we push? That was a great find, man. Push here. Then if he comes down, we play F. No, that can't be right. What are we doing wrong here? We can't do F. We can't do F5. That doesn't work. Yeah, if we do F5, we get checkmated, I think. See, H5 there. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good. Oh, wow. I can't believe that. Nice job. Excellent job. It's Harry's twin brother that saves the day. Oh, wow. Nice find, man. Oh, great. Why do they have to keep making stuff so complicated? Boy, they show no mercy, do they? No mercy at all. Let's see. Maybe it's bishop. That's really all I can see is maybe bishop D5. What do you guys think? Because then that shuts out this bishop forever. We can't do. That'd be a great idea. But if we did that, we'd be checkmated. We really can't do that because of. Well, let me see. Interesting. We can? Let me see. Let me calculate. Oh yeah, you're right. We can, can't we? Snikies. Because that shuts the queen out, doesn't it? That's a nice move. Nice find. Yeah, because what happens, let's say the queen takes, so be it. We take, and there's no mate because we got a rook. Yeah, that's a nice. Well, let me see. Yeah, because if we play here and then bishop takes, we have queen takes. Or do we? No, we play. Let me see. Okay, if here, say bishop takes, rook takes. One second. Just one sec. Wait, we want to finish this one out first. Let's see. We'll give it a shot. You're right. And then we take the. Do we take the bishop now? Rotate the bishop, right? I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. Because we're so close to 22. I just don't want to blow it for you guys. Okay. Nice, okay. Let's see what this guy's thing is. Okay, I'll play one. I'll do one, and then I have to log after this one. I'll do my best. Let me see here. Trying to see, is there anything? I'm gonna play there. I'm gonna keep this position. My pawn structure pretty much shut down. We'll see how I do. I usually don't play 5-minute games, so I usually play like 10. Oh, interesting. I don't want to activate the queen. Let's see here. Do I? No, I'm going to play here. I like this move. I'm not going to activate the queen. That would be not wise on my part. Let me see here. Bye. Bye-bye. Do I have anything else that I can do here? No, I don't see anything, so I'm just gonna treat my knight out. I don't want to be too greedy. Well, that is true. I probably should have. Hold on. Drat, you're right. I should have. Well, that's interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I think H4 was actually right. You're right about that. Drat. But I need to be very careful in this sitch. I also wanted to cover this spot too. Sometimes you can't be too hasty with stuff. I kind of realized that. Let's see if I can pry this position open. I think I can. I see there. Yeah, I'm gonna pry. I'm gonna go for the for a crunch, crunch. I'm trying not to be too greedy on this part here. Good game. I do have to log now. I appreciate the game. Thank you guys for all your help. Good game. Good game. Good game. And so we're gonna keep learning. And I appreciate for the invite. But we'll have to play next time you get on. Okay, we'll play again. But it's kind of late. So I went a little bit over, but I wanted to do good on that. So guys, thank you again. Remember, it's not about the rating. We got to remember that. It's about learning, the process of learning, and helping us together get better. Okay. As Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus, and as I say, God bless, guys. And I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. And remember, we have to keep studying. Keep studying. And remember to keep moving ahead, but just to look back to learn. It's not a loss, it's a learn. And remember, there's always a plan in the position. You just gotta find it. Bye bye, guys.